How are we, lads? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Saturday afternoon football review for round 9 of the NRL between the Canberra Raiders and the Newcastle Knights. The game was played at Wagga Wagga. It was a very... look, to be honest, I wasn't a fan of how the match went. I thought it was a pretty boring game of football, but, you know, it was a game of football and at least we get to watch rugby league. So, the Raiders, they choked again. You know, the Canberra Faders, or whatever you want to call them nowadays, they are an absolute mess. They led 16-0 at half-time, and they lost the game 24 points to 16. Now, I've done this a few times this year. They led by, I think it was 21 against the Warriors earlier in the season. They led, by 18 against the Cowboys a few weeks ago. They seem to be able to get out to these leads and then just let them slip. I don't know what's going on at Canberra, but I'll tell you right now, I think they are in damage control. They are in crisis mode, the Raiders. They're in trouble, but let's go for the game. And, you know, early on, Canberra got a penalty goal to make it 2 points to 0. And then there was a second penalty goal to the Raiders. Now, this was the wrong decision. It was a differential penalty to the Raiders. They went for goal. The rule is a differential penalty. You cannot go for the penalty goal. So the referee made a huge mistake there. I think he'll be in trouble for it. So anyway, Canberra 4-0 early on with 2 penalty goals. And then the first try finally came in the 30th minute off the bench. Joseph Tarpany scored the first try. I wonder what his missus was saying to Ricky Short after that one. But Canberra led 10-0. Newcastle were playing really poor. A lot of errors and they weren't doing anything right. And then before half-time, Bailey Simonson scoring for the Raiders over in the corner. Half-time. Raiders 16-0. And I'm going, righto, 16-0 up. Will the Raiders actually win a game? Or are they going to blow another lead? And far out, Newcastle, they started the second half just how they needed to. Thanks, Crossland scoring a nice play from Connor Walton from dummy half. And Crossland scores. At that stage, it was 16 points to 6. And then after that, in the 59th minute, Kalen Ponga scores a pretty big try for the Newcastle Knights. He converts it. Raiders still lead 16 points to 12. And then after that, Tyson Frizzell scored a very nice try. Ponga converts it. Newcastle lead 18-16, and then Canberra. This is their problem. They get out to these leads, and then the mentality of them just goes down a hill. It's just shocking. And I can't believe what Canberra are doing. You know, when you lead 16-0 or whatever the score is, and, you know, you lead for 65 minutes of a game of football and you let it slip, this is where your big name players need to step up. You know, Jack Whiten, the reigning Dalian medalist. He needs to take the game. He needs to really take control. And he didn't do that. He didn't do it at all. George Williams was trying hard, but, you know, Jack Whiten he's the reigning Dalian. He's your key man. He needs to be getting the ball and winning you the game, and he didn't do that. And then, with 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go, whatever, Jaden Bradley scores to seal the deal. Ponga converts. The Newcastle Knights win 24 points to 16. Now, if I was the Raiders, I'd be very concerned. I'd be very worried. They're not playing well at all. You know, it's like they lead early on and then they fade off. So maybe the Canberra Faders could be their nickname until they can actually put 80 minutes together. But man, I'm really worried about the Raiders. I think they're in a lot of trouble. Like I said a few weeks ago, I can't see them making the 8. Well, they led 16-0 against Newcastle and they let the game go. So, I mean, if anyone out there still has them in that top 8, I think you're making a brave sacrifice there because I think they're in a lot of trouble, the Raiders. But, you know, some of their good players today. I thought Caleb Aikens had a good game for the Raiders. Simonson was solid. Rapiner was very good. Josh Papali'i, he only played 43 minutes and he made 120 metres. You've got to be giving Josh Papali'i more minutes than that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I don't know what the guy was there. Who else played well for Green Machine? Elliot Whitehead was solid. You know, Canberra's bench, I thought Corey Horsburgh, Tarpany and Hudson Young was solid, but nothing outstanding. As for the Newcastle Knights, I thought Kalen Ponga was great. I thought Bradman Best was strong. Stafford Tull played well. Clemmer and Safidi, they were brilliant. Mitchell Barnett and Tyson Frizzell were very good. I thought Connor Watson off the bench had a good game, along with Brody Jones, I thought he was solid as well. But once again, the Raiders, they get out to a lead and they let the game go. Kalen Ponga just got the ball and said, "Give me the ball." He was very good. The only negative I have with Ponga, there were a lot of times today where he'd get up in the defensive line where he wouldn't be at fullback. So, but outside of that, he fixed that up in the second half, which was good to see. But man, I don't know what's going on at Canberra, but for mine, they're in a lot of trouble. But for this game, my top three players on ground, I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go with Jordan Rapiner. Thought he played quite well today. Number 2, I'm going to go with David Clemmer. I thought he had a very good game. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Kalen Ponga. Thought he had a very good game, scored a very nice try, and I thought he was very important with how the Knights were playing today. So Kalen Ponga gets my man of the match. The Raiders, they blow it again. The Knights, full credit to them. A great comeback. It was a very good win, and a lot of confidence for Newcastle going into next week when they take on the West Tigers up there at Magic Round, which I will be at. And the Raiders, well, they take on the Bulldogs next week, which could be a tough game considering how they're going at the moment. The Bulldogs, they're up and down as well, so could be a danger game for them. But guys, that's it for the Saturday afternoon football review. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys later tonight for the Saturday night football review between the Tigers, Titans, Cowboys, Broncos, and I'll be live streaming the Cowboys, Broncos game later as well. But guys, until then, have a great night, and I'll see you guys later.